tips for your drawings? Good thing I'm back again to help you out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. One of the most requested things for the drawing series was how to draw a mouth, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so as always, let's start with the way you would normally draw a mouth. Not too bad, but if you want to make it look more realistic, I will show you a great technique how you can do that. First, draw a straight line that is about the size you want the mouth to be. And then draw a wave along this line. So start at the corner, draw a curve slightly below the line, above the line, below, above, and below again.
All right. So, before you even get into it, I want to let you guys know. So for this line that she drew straight across, obviously it is a guideline, so it needs to be super light, like we know, right? All right. So how long you draw that line is going to be determined on how big you want the mouth to be. So I suggest that when you guys are drawing these eyes, nose, and mouths, that you draw them to a realistic size. So a mouth doesn't need to be any bigger than what your actual size mouth is. Nose doesn't need to be big, so you don't need to be filling up like a full page with this. So make sure maybe it's about this big, normal size mouth, and take it like that. All right, so for this wave line that she's talking about, so you see she started off and she went under, over, and then back over again. It's something that's going to kind of take some practice. So you might have to do this a few times. You might have to do it multiple times until you get it right. And I'd rather you make sure that you get this down correctly before you move forward, because this is drawing them out is one of those things that if you make a mistake, you kind of need to catch it in the moment, so that way you don't have to, so it doesn't make things harder for you as you move along.
This is going to be our guideline that we can still adjust if necessary. The reason why we made this wavy line is because if you look closely, our lips are not just flat surfaces. Our upper lip is slightly round in the middle and our lower lip is slightly round on the left and right side from the middle point.
All right. So again, when she's drawing these circles, this is something that you can do if you want to. I don't personally draw the circles. I focus on my straight guideline and then I focus on my wavy line. I know for a fact that in the middle of our lips, we're going to have this little dip right here. I know this is going to go up and then it's going to need to be a little bit, it's going to be need to be below on the outside. So I just kind of draw the wavy line the way that she has it. And then when I draw the top lip, I'll show you what I do there as well without having to draw the circle. But I just kind of pick where how tall I want my lip to be, and I make my mark and I keep it moving.
If you want, you can draw these circles as a guideline and then
And
draw the
that's
top
the
and
mark that
lower
I'm
lip
talking about.
following these circles. For the top lip, I drew the line somewhere in the middle of the upper circle and made the edges soft. And for
So depending on how thin or fat you want your lips to be, thick, I don't know. So you want to, so let's say this little V that she put right here, which is the top of our lips. If you want to draw larger lips, then you want it higher. If you want to draw thinner lips, then you're going to make it lower.
the lower lip, I drew the line along the two circles. There are different shapes and sizes of the mouth, of course, so make the lips as small or as big as you want. This is just an example. And now we can erase the guidelines and start adding shadows. Adjust the lines of the lips until you are happy and then let's create a shadow base.
All right. So pay attention to how she said, make sure that you're happy with the shape now. Make sure that you're happy with the shape now before you move forward. Because if not, you're just going to not like it throughout the whole process. So make sure that you're happy with everything that you're looking at before you move forward. What she's about to start doing now is going to be adding shading on the lips, which is going to make it look round and realistic.
Since our lips are not flat but have points that are slightly higher, we need to add shadows accordingly. Here I want the light to fall down from the top but slightly from the right corner, so in this case start adding short lines along the outer edges and keep the middle area empty.
All right. So you seen how lightly she was just putting those little streaks in, and she's going to do the same thing at the top. She's saying to leave this area down here in the middle of the lip light, so that way it gives us that lens flare, just like how we did on the nose in the middle and how we did on the eye. That's what's going to make it look realistic and three dimensional.
For this tutorial I'm using soft pencil starting from 3B so it's easier to blend and sketch things out. And then draw a few longer lines randomly that go over this empty area. This way we add more dimension to the lips since these are going to be the wrinkles of the lips kinda.
All right. And something else that you can notice is that as she's drawing these lines on the sides of the mouth, like let's say this bottom lip, for example, you notice how there's a curve somewhat in this